What is up, YouTube? So today we're gonna do something a little different. I'm actually gonna review some new shoes that I bought and let you know what I think of them. I'm not really into like these sneakers and stuff. I buy them and I wear them due to comfort, and I haven't found any that were really comfortable. So I found these ones that are very comfortable and they're excellent shoes, but I have an issue with them, and I just figure I'd review them just since there's a big hype on these things. So let's get to it, and let me show you what I bought. So here's the shoe in the shade, and this is what it looks like in the sun. Okay, so this is the Ultraboost Adidas sneaker, and basically the color that it is night red, noble maroon. So that's the color that I got, and there's a lot of hype on how amazing these shoes are. So of course I like to wear a sock on my shoes. I have a wide foot, and as you can see, I got some hang right around here, so then you could see some lift up here, so it's not a perfect shoe for my size foot. I do have a wider foot, and if you look at the laces here, they are pulled pretty tight, and it does kind of bulge in this area. So I got a higher arch and my foot is kind of wide. I've heard complaints about these shoes, and a lot of people complain about how narrow they are, and it's true, they are narrow. These are a 10.5. I should go with that 11, but seeing how the sides of my foot kind of bulge over, it kind of worries me. So I don't know if I'll be upgrading to an 11, seeing that my foot doesn't really fit in these. Also, the way they designed the shoe is it's a wide base here, so it's wide right around here, and then it tapers inward, and then your foot of course doesn't taper in, so it's going to bulge out even more, so it gives it the illusion that it's bulged out more than the base here due to the taper. The rear, I'm not a fan of how far back they sit, but these are running shoes, so the idea, I believe, is to land on the heel and then cross forward with your foot. They do have a continental rubber sole. I'll show you that and show you how hard it is to also get these things on due to not having a tongue. If they had a cut here and on the other side and actually made this a tongue where you could lace up, I think that would be way better than having to slip your foot in here, especially if you have a wide foot. If you have a narrow foot, you won't see an issue with that. I didn't buy these for style, I bought them for comfort, and they are very comfortable from how long I've had them and actually tried them. So I do like the comfort level. And this area here is a mesh, like it's like a mesh fabric. I believe they call it prime knit, and I'm not a fan of the design, how the lines go straight. You know, it does have like this arrow effect where it's like cross-hatched in there, and that does look cool, but these straight lines kind of reminds me of a June bug, and I'm definitely not a fan of that. But like I said, these are for comfort, not for style. One of my biggest issues is the toe piece. So since I do wear shoes for their sole purpose, I do prefer a bigger rubber piece up front, but these are running shoes, so you're gonna have this lower rubber piece right here. And the reason why I prefer a bigger piece is so I don't stub my toe, because your big toes around this area, not right here. Okay, so everybody talks about the Boost, okay, and let me tell you, it is comfortable. And as you can see in the back side here, you could see the actual Boost flex. So if I put all my weight into it, I'm about 160 to 180. You can see it flatten. This mesh sock looking top piece is actually very stretchable, very stretchy, and you know, you can move your foot around in there. I don't know if I like that too much because they have a plastic piece that goes around here and on the other side to kind of keep its form, and it's stretchy on top. But what I feel a lot of is my toe rubbing on this knit. So that may be because the shoe is too narrow for my wider foot, and it might fit. You got to try them on. Everyone's different, so you got to try them on. But as far as weight comfort, just if I were to stand here or walk, the weight pushing down on these soles and my foot pushing down on the inner sole, these are very comfortable. So given the setting that you have it, I'm outside because I don't really care about shoes. You know, I wear them for their intent purpose, and that's for walking and just normal wear and tear. I'm going to show you how hard it is to get a wider foot into a shoe like this with the sock. A lot of people say a wider foot, don't wear a sock. I just think that's disgusting. Okay, so of course you got the Boost in there. It's called Boost. The inner sole, this piece, it's really thin. It doesn't do nothing. Okay, this is what the inside looks like. Where you get your comfort, I believe, is in the actual shoe itself, not this foam piece, the insert. Okay. So as you can see, I have to insert my foot like that. If it had a tongue, it would definitely relieve this area a lot. Now I gotta pull back on it and really fit my foot in there. So this area, it's definitely really short, but yet it's stretchable. Okay, so you can see the stretch in that. It's not too much because it's real thick, and also I got a higher arch, so it's hard to put my foot in there. And people with wider feet than me, because I got probably an average wide foot, but there's people who have a way wider foot. Okay, without socks, your skin kind of grips on the material. With socks, it slides in a lot easier. These are Hanes socks, so they're not too thick, but they're not the thin ones. So this is the typical sock I wear. And then as you can see, it's pretty tight around here, so we'll loosen this up. So once it's loose, you can still see my foot's kind of bulging. In this area, and then they just go to a point instead of widening here. And then let's do a close-up of the sole. So you have this torsion system, what they call it, and then you have this thing that says Continental, little Ferrari symbol. This is real grippy material, so it does have a grip to it. This right here says Ultraboost. I mean, the colors are nice. I like the darker red in it, and that's why I bought it. They're $180 shoes. They were on sale for like 30 or 40% off. But that's just a lot of money for a shoe. If it was what it was hyped up to be, I mean, the comfort level is there, But I mean, as far as the actual shoe, the width and stuff, if it fit my foot perfectly, I would say definitely go buy. But this isn't for all types of feet. This is for the foot that's your typical traditional size foot or narrower. I would not recommend this if you have a wider foot. As of now, they didn't have any wide sizes, so you're stuck with what you get, and that's basically this shoe. So that's going to conclude my Ultraboost video. It's really not to go over every single spec, it's just basically to let you know what I think of these expensive hyped up shoes and if they're worth it. Like I said, I'm no sneakerhead, so I don't know all the like actual specs of this shoe or other shoes and what they compare to. This is just my daily usage, and what I would use with the normal shoe, and basically what I would expect for 180 bucks if you paid full price plus tax. So if it's what you like, it's what you like. If you're using it for a daily shoe and you got a wider foot, definitely go somewhere else. But the comfort level's there. I wish they just had a wider shoe. The visual, I'm not really a big fan of, like I said, this knitting. But if you are, you are. And like I said, it's a shoe that's made for comfort, so I would definitely buy if they had a wider shoe. So if you enjoyed this brief little overview of this shoe, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see content like this and other content that I'll be posting on my YouTube video, definitely consider subscribing. Until next time, see you in the next one.